By the way, guys, very good news came out last week, a couple of days ago now. Zara Kay is actually free. She's out. And this is, when I said in one of the tweets, I actually said that she will come out, or maybe in one of the videos I said that. I was told off for saying that because, it sounded like as if I was downplaying it, which obviously I didn't. I knew she was going through a lot. But I had faith in the system that truth always wins at the end. Especially on that scale, if all of us are trying our best. I mean, obviously, world is not a bed of roses, and there's so many innocent Zara Kays who don't have a profile as high as Zara, suffering in countries like Saudi Arabia, Iran, Pakistan, pretty much every Muslim country. But I was confident that Zara will eventually come out. We didn't know how long will it take, but in the end, I think it took nearly she was arrested on 28th of December. So 28th of December, Jan, Feb. So 2 months and 5-6 days it took, which obviously would have been very traumatic. I know, and I'm trying to get Zara. I'm sure so many other people are trying to get Zara as well to hear what happened. But I was hopeful that she will come out. But you know what? There's some people out there who would just attack you no matter what, whether you're right or wrong or not. For example, when I went after Ali Dava, there's some of our intellectually honest ex-Muslims who didn't agree with me, and they call people like Amin Nawabi even went out and they challenged me on my stance, and we disagreed, and that's fine. I respect that more, instead of everyone blindly following me, or just everyone blindly opposing Ali Dava just for the hell of it, because he's Ali Dava, a hideous creature that he is. But they didn't, because they're intellectually honest people. They didn't support me on that petition, and perfectly fine. They have their reasons. I have my reasons. But people like Ali Dava and all these Dava guys and all these apologists online, they all went after Zara just because she's an ex-Muslim. Not one of them said, yeah, that kind of crap does happen. Our community is known to do that kind of crap. But no, they didn't. You know what they said? They thought, it's not about blasphemy. She broke the law. Now she's gonna do time. You broke the law. You do time. That was, and they were making fun of a cheesecake and everything. And Zara is actually is reverse trolling them, and she's actually named her Twitter as Zara Cheesecake. So she was Zara Kay. So K became cake. And she inserted cheese in there. So I want to ask those people with a big smile on my face, what happened? What happened? And hopefully when Zara does come out, she will tell you exactly what happened. But I have my own. Now I can talk, I guess. We know the local Shia Itna Shahri community, they bribed a local police officer to arrest her. What the stupid mistake the police officer made, thought that, she's just some little girl. We'll just get her. We'll teach her a lesson. I'll put some $500 in my pocket, and yay, life is good. And they did it on the premise of Zara insulting the president. The president didn't even know. The post wasn't even that viral. Nothing happened about that post. But they obviously couldn't arrest her for blasphemy, so they had to come up with something. And they had to come up with something big in order to get the blessing of the president. So that's why they did. But anyway, those police officers, that I think there were a couple of police officers who did that, and apparently they're in trouble. I think Zara has more details. I kind of dropped out eventually, kind of lost interest on what they were doing. But that was the whole motive behind that. But obviously it backfired. Tanzanian government ended up making a fool of itself. With every single passing day, they kept trying to justify the original decision, because now the police had done what they had done illegitimately. Now they couldn't charge us, so they couldn't go forward, but they didn't want to retract either, because that would have caused a lot of embarrassment, because it was covered by BBC, Daily Mail, ABC Australia, Channel 10, Channel 9, everywhere. It was covered in the international media, and that was very embarrassing for Tanzania and its secular image. So eventually they had confiscated her Australian passport, and then they lost it as well, because they were just delaying it. But they realized, they could delay it for another year, but there was no point, because, we were not going to slow down. People were still going to keep pushing the international media to do stories on her, and that would have just brought negative attention to Tanzania. And, as a result, she's free now. But the idiot Dava guys, It is so stupid. As I said, they would just go after anything. They are they're so scared of ex-Muslims that no matter what happens, by hook or crook, they want to push us down. But you know what, kids, you're not going to get it. We're here for a long time, and we're going to stay, and we're going to keep eating away your little tribe that you have. You little you know, how does the Ali Dawah say? But anyway, to help me produce more videos like these, support me on Patreon or PayPal.